Simon loved to draw. He would have liked to draw all the time, and occasionally he would even draw on the fence on the way to school. But he never finished anything he did. He was lazy. One morning, on his way to school, he had a surprise. He found a strange figure waiting for him by the fence. Simon recognized it at once. "Why, you're the drawing I did yesterday." The figure nodded. "I am indeed, and if you'd be so kind as to complete me, I would like to take you somewhere." So Simon took a piece of chalk out of his pocket and gave the figure an eye, an arm, and finished his clothes. Simon was proud of his work. "I'll call you, Henry, after my uncle, Archibald Henry," he decided. The figure thanked him and beckoned Simon to follow him. "This is fun," thought Simon. "Better than school. I have to work there." But he was wrong, as you'll see. "Come on," said Henry. "This is the land of chalk drawings," Simon's strange companion informed him. Simon gazed about him. "It's beautiful, but why does everyone look so unhappy?" Henry looked mysterious. "You'll see." The train driver was waiting for Simon. "To be able to see what you have to do," gestured the driver, "we will have to use the train." Well, Simon looked about him. "But it has no lines to run on." The driver frowned. You forgot to draw them when you drew the train. We can't go on until you do, and we have a long way to go." "Oh, well, this will take hours and hours," thought Simon. Hours and hours. Then the guard blew his whistle. Standing by the track, a little way along, was a group of melancholy animals. Simon remembered drawing them one day when he'd been at home with the cold. "I've got no tail to wag," growled the dog. "I've no whiskers," meowed the cat. "And we've no wings for flying," cheeped the birds. "I can't swim without webbed feet," quacked the duck. "And where are my giant floppy ears?" trumpeted the elephant. Well, Simon felt so ashamed. He set to work immediately to finish all those drawings. Henry was looking for Simon and wanted to show him some more of the land of chalk drawings. And Simon glanced at his watch. "I must go, or I'll be late for school, but I promise to come back tomorrow." Well, the train was ready. He and his friends jumped in, and together they went back to the fence where the adventure had started. Simon waved as he left them. "I'll come back tomorrow, and I've learned never to leave a drawing unfinished again." He walked on to school, happily thinking of his new adventures.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder
Simon had promised to meet Henry, his chalk drawing friend, by the fence, and as he walked along, he wondered what sort of adventure awaited him. Henry was impatient. "Come on, Simon, you have some more of your unfinished drawings to complete. Come on." Up you come. Hello, how are you? Oh, I'd better hurry. The train's waiting. Hello, Simon. Simon frowned. It was his teacher, just as Simon had drawn him the day before. But the teacher was not very pleased. "When you drew me, you forgot to give me any books. I can't teach properly without books." So Simon drew him some books, and the teacher looked pleased. "Thank you, Simon. Thank you. Now that I have some books, I'll give you a lesson." Simon thought that was rather unfair, and was sorry he'd finished that drawing. After all, he was still on his way to school. But when the teacher wasn't looking, he rubbed all the books out and ran off. Simon made his way to the train. Ooh, he shivered. Ooh, it's rather cold here. A nearby flower hurt him. "Yes, that's because you haven't given the sun his rays." 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lots of lovely rays. There's a 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's better. Well, it's certainly warmer now. And Henry agreed with him. "Yes, it is. And you're going to get warmer still. You've got the biggest task of all at the hospital." Whatever can that be? Thought Simon. At the hospital, Henry looked at Simon sternly. "All these children are here because you left them unfinished. You see, they can't go out to play like you." Simon set to work immediately to finish the drawings. When he'd finished, he felt very satisfied because the children were running, skipping. "Let's go out and play!" So they all went outside to play, and the sun shone, and Simon joined in the games. Oh! Suddenly the school bell rang, and the teacher appeared. "Time for school, children." Simon was dismayed. He'd been enjoying himself so much he'd forgotten the time. Now he'd be late for school. Simon hurried back to the fence. Waving goodbye, he said, "I'll come back." Then he hurried on to school. He was late, of course. But when he arrived, he found that there were no lessons because all the books had mysteriously vanished. Now, wasn't that peculiar? This is Simon, and he loves to draw things. After reading a book about soldiers, he drew some soldiers on his blackboard. But once he'd drawn them, he forgot all about them. He had other things on his mind. Next day was his music lesson. He played the triangle in the school orchestra. As he packed, he gave a sigh. I wish I played another instrument. I always feel so babyish playing a triangle. On his way to school, he met his friend from the land of chalk drawings. Henry had an urgent request for Simon. You must come back with me now. Something has happened in the land of chalk drawings. Simon agreed to go. He enjoyed visiting the land of chalk drawings. He didn't realize a shock was in store for him when he arrived. Come on, come on. There's nobody here. The land of chalk drawings is deserted. Henry corrected him. There is someone. Look, over there. Look. Simon looked and gasped with surprise. Why, those are the soldiers I drew yesterday on my blackboard. And they're making everyone do military drill. Simon was right. The fierce sergeant was shouting orders to all the other figures. To the dog, the birds, and the children, even the flowers and the sun. Simon was so busy watching that he didn't see the sentry creep up behind him. And Simon was marched off to do drill with all the others. On the way, he noticed the soldiers' rifles all stacked up. Simon had an idea. When the sentry wasn't looking, he took his piece of chalk and quickly changed all the rifles into musical instruments. At that moment, the soldiers came over, looking for their rifles. Well, you can imagine how surprised they were to find their rifles had gone. Instead, they picked up trumpets, drums, cymbals, and the sergeant had a huge euphonium. The soldiers tried them out. At first, the noise was terrible. Gradually, the soldiers improved. And soon they were marching round the ground in a grand parade, the like of which had never been seen in the land of chalk drawings. Simon took his chalk and drew a bandstand. And everyone in the land of chalk drawings admired Simon as he conducted the band. But soon it was time for Simon to leave for school. The band led the way. Waving goodbye, Simon headed for school. And he thought, playing a triangle in the school orchestra doesn't seem so bad now. And after all, I'm a real musician. I've just conducted a band. And Simon hurried on, humming the tune that the band had played.
Oh,
Whenever Simon had the chance, he loved to draw. After he'd seen the moon rocket on television, he decided to design a moon rocket for himself. His friend next door didn't think much of it. That rocket will never fly. Anyway, you haven't drawn the moon. So Simon drew the moon. And he told his friend his rocket could fly, but his friend just laughed. Next day, Simon met Henry from the land of chalk drawings. "Simon, you must come. There's a strange thing in the land of chalk drawings." Well, Simon went along with him. There, in the middle of the land of chalk drawings, was Simon's moon rocket. "This is the very latest moon rocket. I invented it myself, and I'm about to journey into space. Anyone like to come?" Well, the chalk drawings didn't seem very keen, but Henry agreed to go. Simon worked the controls. There was a mighty bang, and Simon's moon rocket was off on its first journey into space. Up through the clouds they went until they approached the sun. The sun greeted them warmly. "My, it's nice to have company. I get so lonely up here. Nobody bothers much these days." Well, Simon would like to have stopped longer, but he had to leave. "Sorry, son, can't stop. I've got the whole universe to explore. We'll chat another time." The son watched Simon disappear. "Oh dear, I'm on my own again." Well, the rocket flew on until it reached the moon. Simon brought it down for a perfect landing. When Simon and Henry looked out, they got a nasty shock. They found themselves surrounded. Henry was dismayed. "We can't fight. We're outnumbered." And he was right. They were surrounded by sums, taken prisoner. The chief sum addressed Simon. "We are planning to invade the land of chalk drawings, but we need more sums. You must make them for us with these numbers." So Simon set to work making sums. But he had a clever idea. Instead of using the plus sign, he drew the takeaway sign instead. So the sum turned into nothing, just a naught. In fact, Simon turned all the sums into nothing until only the chief sum was left. Well, before the chief sum could stop them, Simon and Henry loaded all the noughts into the rocket. Now Simon took off. Up went the rocket and headed for home. Simon wondered what the chalk drawing people would say when they saw what he'd brought back from the moon. Simon smiled to himself. Perhaps they'd just say he'd brought nothing back, because that's exactly what he had brought. Lots and lots of nothing.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb
Simon had been drawing again. The moon rocket he designed himself was bringing him back from the moon with his friend Henry, and all the noughts that Simon had taken from the sons who tried to capture him. Simon and Henry felt very proud when they were welcomed back to the land of chalk drawings. Simon unloaded all the noughts and presented them to the chalk drawing people. Everyone was pleased, of course, because a present is a present. But they were a bit puzzled because they weren't quite sure what to do with them. The girls tried them on as bracelets. Some of them played hoopla. The dog became an acrobat. The boys bowed them along with hoops, and some tried to stand on them. Some played catch. He lost it, and the bird found it. Well, while all this was going on, the sun was watching sadly. Dear, oh dear, I'm so lonely up here, no one ever bothers to come and talk to me. Well, Simon saw the sun looking sad, and he had an idea. He and Henry collected up some of the noughts and put them back in the rocket. Up they flew again off into space, and Simon steered towards the sun. Don't worry, son. These noughts that I captured on the moon are going to help to stop you being lonely. The sun was very puzzled. What is that fellow Simon doing? All these noughts round me just clutter up the place. Now Simon called all the birds in the land of chalk drawings and spoke to them. The sun is very lonely. He would just love someone to talk to. I want you all to fly up there and keep him company. Well, the birds shook their heads. Well, we'd love to, Simon, but when we get up there, there's nowhere to perch. Well, Simon chuckled. Don't you worry about perches. You fly up to the sun and you won't have any trouble. The birds set off. Up they flew until they reached the sun. And when they saw the noughts, they knew what Simon meant. And when the sun saw the birds perched round him, he smiled more brightly than he'd done for years. That fellow Simon's not so silly after all. Now, tell me, how's your father keeping? And the sun and the birds talked, and talked. Meanwhile, back in the land of chalk drawings, Simon said goodbye to Henry and left on the train. He passed the rocket and looked at it, pleased and proud. His friend next door had said his rocket would never fly, but Simon had been to the sun and the moon and back, and only really good rockets go that far. On his holiday, Simon visited some caves. He came out disappointed. The caves were dull and boring. I wish I'd lived there with cavemen in prehistoric times, when it was interesting. Then he had an idea. I know. I'll draw a cave with a caveman in it, and he can help me to explore. So when he got home, Simon drew a cave and caveman on his blackboard. The next day, Simon hurried to the land of chalk drawings. He went straight past Henry and the other children. "Sorry, can't stop to play today, sorry." Simon arrived at the cave he had drawn, but there was no sign of the caveman. Simon decided to explore by himself. Shining his torch, he crept in. As he went in deeper, he accidentally dropped his piece of chalk. He didn't notice the mysterious hand pick his chalk up. Suddenly, Simon heard running footsteps behind him, and seconds later, the caveman appeared, gasping for breath.
"Oh, quick, hide! Great hairy monsters are chasing me."
Simon and the caveman hid behind a rock. The noise grew louder, and then, straight past them galloped the biggest animals Simon had ever seen. Prehistoric animals, a buffalo, a rhinoceros, and a mammoth. And they disappeared deeper into the cave. The caveman was terrified.
Talk about magic. There I was, drawing on the wall with this chalk I found, and darn my dinosaurs if the drawings didn't come to life.
Simon looked at the caveman's chalk and gave a gasp. "Why, that's my chalk! No wonder they came to life." Well, just then, they heard the animals returning. Simon suddenly realized something. They mustn't get out into the land of chalk drawings. No knowing what damage they'll do. We've got to stop them. Simon ran towards the entrance, the caveman following, almost out of breath.
Oh dear, why did I have to draw big Ice Age animals and not little ones? Oh.
Simon gave a cry. Oh, I'm glad you told me we were in the Ice Age. You've given me an idea how we can stop them. When they reached the entrance, Simon waved at his friend the sun, and the sun smiled back. "Shine down here, sun, as hot as you can." Well, the sun shone down on the cave, hotter and hotter. And before long, the whole Ice Age hillside began to melt. Soon the cave and everything in it had vanished. The caveman quickly made friends with the other chalk-drawing people. And as Simon went over to play with Henry and the children, he breathed a sigh of relief. Thank goodness I didn't live in prehistoric times, with all those monsters about. I'm glad I live in modern times after all.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things
When Simon came back from the seaside, he realized the children in the land of chalk drawings had never seen the sea. So Simon drew the sea on his blackboard. He drew lots of other things too. Next day he met his friend Henry, and they went to the land of chalk drawings. Simon led Henry to the seaside, and there was the boat Simon had drawn. They decided to go for a row. Suddenly, Henry noticed something.
Simon, look, shark fins all round us.
Well, Henry rowed hard, but they weren't looking where they were going, and they crashed right into a desert island. They were stranded. As they sat under the coconut tree, there was a bang, and a cannonball just missed their heads. It hit the tree trunk so hard that all the coconuts fell and buried them. Helpless, they watched the pirate ship approaching. Captain Cutlass was delighted.
Ha ha ha! 2 more slaves to help to row our ship. Ah, ha ha! Take 'em below, me hearties. Ha ha!
Well, Simon and Henry were led to the galley. It was filled with children who'd been captured playing in the sea. And now everyone was made to row. As he rowed, Simon had an idea. When no one was looking, he rubbed out all the blades on the oars so they couldn't reach the water. Well, naturally, the ship stopped moving. Captain Cutlass was furious.
Shiver me timbers! All me oars have shrunk. I'm up the creek without a paddle. Right, you'll all walk the plank for this.
Well, one by one, Simon and his friends walked the plank. Right at the end, Simon remembered his piece of chalk. Quickly he drew the plank longer and longer and longer. All his friends hurried to the shore where the chalk drawing people were gathered. The angry pirates began to follow, but Simon whispered to the elephant, and the elephant walked back towards the ship. Simon gave the pirates a warning. If you don't leave, the elephant will jump in your ship and sink it. And look what's waiting in the water if you do sink. Captain Cutlass looked.
Shiver me timbers! Sharks! Heave to, me hearties. We're not staying here.
As the pirates left, Henry turned to Simon. Well, you certainly drove them off, Simon, but it would have been awful if they had sunk and been eaten by those sharks you drew. Simon smiled mysteriously. He reached out and grabbed a fin as it passed. When he lifted it out, what do you think was there? Nothing. See, Henry, there are no sharks, just fins. I only drew the fins. Henry and the chalk drawing people laughed and clapped at the way Simon had tricked the pirates. Now they could all enjoy the seaside in peace.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true.
Simon was in the reptile house at the zoo. He was fascinated by the chameleon, which could change colour to match its background. He thought about it all the way home. When he got home, he drew a chameleon on his blackboard. Next day he met Henry from the land of chalk drawings. "Simon, you must come. Something odd is happening." So Simon went with Henry to the land of chalk drawings. It looked peaceful enough, but then Simon saw something peculiar. The elephant picked a bunch of bananas, and a banana came to life. It flicked out a long tongue and frightened the elephant so much that he knocked over a tree. It was, of course, the chameleon, disguising himself as a banana. He ran off, chuckling. The cat was asleep in a tree. He was woken up by a flicking tongue. He was so surprised that he fell off the branch. The chameleon again. He was having fun. And a bird who sat down to rest had to perch elsewhere. And so did another one. Off ran the chameleon. The teacher, talking to a pupil, got a shock. The chalk drawing people complained to Simon. "No one can catch the chameleon because he disguises himself so cleverly," grumbled Henry. Well, Simon knew he had to do something. So he went home, and he thought, and he thought. And suddenly, he had an idea. He drew on his blackboard, and then hurried back to the land of chalk drawings. There was his new drawing. A Scotsman in full Highland dress, tartan from head to kilt. "Hutsman, I'm Hamish McHamish, you ken." Hamish went to the wood where they thought the chameleon was and spread out his tartan blanket. Then he lay down and went to sleep. Well, sure enough, the chameleon couldn't resist trying to surprise Hamish, so he crept onto the blanket. The tartan blanket had so many colours, the chameleon found it difficult to change colour to match it. He puffed and he panted, and finally managed to turn tartan. Now he was disguised. Hamish woke up. The tartan chameleon flicked out his tongue to surprise him, but Hamish only laughed. The chameleon walked away disappointed. Then, when he tried to change himself back to normal, he found he couldn't. It was too difficult. The chameleon looked so sad that Simon and Hamish felt sorry for him. As the chameleon now had the McHamish tartan, Hamish McHamish decided to make him an honorary member of the clan. Simon was glad to go home, leaving everyone happy. When Simon visited the zoo again, he saw the real chameleon. Simon spoke to the keeper. "Is there such a thing as a tartan chameleon?" The keeper laughed. "Impossible, no chameleon could change into so many colours." Simon smiled to himself. He knew differently, didn't he?
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you.
Simon had been naughty. His mother ticked him off, and Simon began to sulk. His mother found him later, still sulking. "Still here, Simon. If only you could see yourself sulking. You do look a sight." Simon looked at himself in the mirror, and he drew himself sulking on his blackboard. Later, feeling better tempered, Simon went for a walk, and he met Henry, his chalk drawing friend. "Simon, there's trouble in the land of chalk drawings. Will you come?" So he followed Henry to the land of chalk drawings, and there Simon saw the strangest sight. The elephant had 5 trunks. The cat had prickles like a hedgehog. Ow! The dog had 3 tails and didn't know which to wag. The birds had too many wings and couldn't fly properly. The flowers in the field were all drooping. Simon was puzzled. "Why are all you flowers looking so miserable?" The flowers pointed at the sun. "Haven't you noticed, Simon? The sun has lots more rays and the heat is killing us." Simon looked at everything and was very puzzled. He and Henry met the caveman and the little dinosaur. They were standing outside a whole line of caves. The caveman was angry because he didn't know which cave was his. Then Simon heard an angry quacking and went to the duck pond. The ducks were upset because there were huge waves on the pond. The teacher called Simon. "Just come and look at my classroom." Simon went to the classroom. All the desks and chairs had been lengthened so that the children couldn't reach them to work. The children were let out to play instead. The train driver was very angry and called Simon. Simon wanted to go after the culprit on the train, but he found it had square wheels. What's more, the track had been altered. Simon and Henry followed the railway track, and there, at last, they caught up with the culprit. It was Simon's double, still sulky, who was altering everything with his chalk. Simon asked him for the chalk. His double refused. "No, I want it. I like changing the drawings and mixing everything up." So Simon took his own chalk and drew a picture frame round his double. The double tried to get out, but he couldn't. Helpless, the double agreed to behave. So Simon drew a smile on his face. And now his double ran off happily to join his friends, the children, who liked him because he got them off school. Simon was very relieved. "I promised to keep smiling and not sulk in future, Henry." Henry looked doubtful. "Don't forget you've got to change all the drawings back to normal, Simon." And Simon found it hard to look happy when he saw all that work in front of him.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you.
Simon was enjoying himself, drawing on his blackboard, but he had to stop. It was time for his music lesson. On his way, Simon met Henry, his chalk drawing friend. "Simon, someone very sad needs cheering up. Can you help?" Simon was happy to go with Henry to the land of chalk drawings. When they arrived, Henry led him to the wood. Simon could hear some very loud sobbing and crying. And there, in the darkest shadows, was the elephant, looking the picture of misery. "Dear me, whatever's the matter?" The elephant managed to stop crying and asked Simon to listen to something. "There, you hear that? That's what's making me so miserable. You see, I want to be musical, but I only blow one note. The birds sing. The soldiers play instruments. But the only music I can make is one note. You see, everyone laughs. What did I tell you? I do so want to be musical." Simon felt very sorry for the elephant. Then he had an idea. He took out his chalk and changed the elephant's trunk into a saxophone. And now the elephant could play whatever notes he liked. Simon headed for home, pleased that he'd been able to help. The birds were singing, the band was playing, and everyone was happy. Suddenly, there was the deafening noise of a giant saxophone. Everyone was startled and ran away with their hands over their ears. The elephant was enjoying himself so much he didn't notice how upset everyone was. On and on he marched round the land of chalk drawings, and on went the deafening saxophone music. Simon and the people were at a loss. But before long, the elephant began to get tired and hot, and hungry and thirsty. And then the elephant found he had a problem. As he had no trunk, only a saxophone, he couldn't drink. He couldn't eat either. The elephant became miserable again, more miserable than before. And he couldn't even blow his trunk. He went up to Simon. "Simon, I can play music all right, but I can't eat or drink. I shall starve if you don't do something." So Simon changed the saxophone back into an elephant's trunk again. And Simon had another idea. He talked with the band leader, who gave the elephant some written music. The music had one note for the elephant to play, which fitted in perfectly with the band music. The elephant was musical, after all. And now, while Simon left to go to his own music lesson, the chalk drawing people, instead of laughing at the elephant, clapped and cheered as he played real music with the chalk drawing band.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you.
One morning, Simon took his football to the land of chalk drawings to play with his friends. The chalk drawing people kicked the ball around and enjoyed themselves. Then the teacher made a suggestion. I think the chalk drawing team should challenge the moon to a proper football match. Simon looked doubtful. The Sums who live on the moon aren't very friendly, but we'll go and ask them. So Simon and Henry got into the moon rocket and blasted off to the moon. When they arrived, the Sums surrounded them, and Simon challenged them to a football match. To his surprise, the chief Sum agreed. Yes, we'll play, but only if we can use our own ball. Simon nodded. The chief Sum looked pleased. Now you'll see how mathematics will triumph, and the moon will win. The Sums team, with their ball, crammed into the rocket, and they flew back to the land of chalk drawings. The football field was ready. The teams were ready. The teacher was ready to be referee. The crowd cheered. The football match soon started. The chalk drawing team soon noticed something very strange. Whenever one of their side tried to kick the ball, it seemed to dodge round them. But when the moon team centre-forward kicked the ball, quite gently, the ball swerved round the defenders right up to the goalkeeper, then it hopped over his head and scored. The chalk drawing people were surprised and grew even more amazed as the ball dodged through them again and scored another goal. The elephant was put in goal, but it made no difference. The ball dodged between his legs. Goal after goal was scored, and the Sums finally won 50-0. The happy Sums returned to the rocket and flew back to the moon. When they got out, Simon turned to the chief Sum. Well, I must admit we were well and truly beaten. You certainly played well. By the way, where's your ball? Oh, dear. We left it on the rocket. Simon turned. I'll get it for you. The chief Sum smiled mysteriously. No need to bother. And he gave a loud whistle. Guess what happened? The Sum's football hopped from the rocket and rolled up to the chief Sum. Simon stared in astonishment. It's not a real ball at all. It's a naught, one of the numbers you Sums are made of. Chief Sum laughed. I told you mathematics would win, didn't I? Simon flew back to the land of chalk drawings, wishing they'd used their own ball. Later on, back at school, his teacher addressed the class. You must all work hard. You can never get on in life without mathematics. And Simon could swear that a naught on the blackboard winked at him.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over.
Simon was at home, disappointed after the chalk drawing land football team had been beaten 50-0 by the Moonsums. Simon wanted to know how to get his own back. He remembered what real football managers do. He took his chalk and, drawing matchstick figures, he planned some clever team moves for the return match. Later on, Simon met his friend Henry in the land of chalk drawings. Henry looked excited. "The return match with the Moonsums is this afternoon, Simon." The two of them hurried to the football pitch. This time, there were several matchstick men in the chalk drawing land team. Simon blew the whistle for a practice. The matchstick figures passed the ball so fast that it was nearly invisible. Simon was delighted. "With that skill and those clever tactics, we'll beat the Moonsums this time." Then Simon and Henry flew to the moon to collect the Moonsums team. When they returned, Simon spoke to the chief sum. "Our team has some new members, and we're using a proper ball this time." The chief sum just smiled. The Moonsums won the toss and chose to play left to right, the same way the matchstick men had been practicing. When Simon kicked off, however, he was horrified to see the matchstick figures kept facing the same way as the sums. When they got the ball, they passed brilliantly and scored into the chalk drawing land's own goal. Simon and his friends couldn't understand it. The matchstick figures passed again and scored in their own goal again. And again. And yet again. By half-time, the score was 30-0, and the chalk drawing land team had no goalkeepers left because the matchstick figures had kicked so hard they were all out of action. Simon went to the ref in dismay. "The chalk drawing land team admits defeat. We want to abandon the match." The Sums cheered. After the Sums had returned to the moon, Simon discussed the disaster with his friends. "I can't understand why those new figures I drew kept scoring into their own net. They were supposed to be using special new tactics." Well, no one knew the answer. So Simon went home, very puzzled. But when Simon saw his drawings on the blackboard, he saw what he'd done. "Oh dear, I was so interested in planning tactics I didn't realize every move was from left to right. No wonder the figures scored into their own goal. They couldn't kick in any other direction." Simon decided there was no need for anyone to learn about his unusual mistake. He rubbed the drawings out. Now the chalk drawing people would never know the answer to the mystery. But we know, don't we?
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over.
It was a beautiful morning. So Simon decided to get up early and go for a walk. On his way, he met the teacher from the land of chalk drawings, who was looking very miserable. "I'm so upset, Simon. The children in my class are always late. They never wake up in time." Well, Simon was surprised. "Why is that? Let's go and see, shall we?" Simon and the teacher walked round the land of chalk drawings. Sure enough, there were the children, still fast asleep. In fact, everyone was asleep. Even the conductor and the train driver were sleeping late because the children were always late. And Simon heard snoring above him. He looked up. The sun was asleep. "Wake up, sun! Rise and shine!" The sun woke and yawned. "There's no point, Simon. No one's awake, so there's no one to shine on." And the sun yawned again and went back to sleep. Simon turned to the teacher. "Don't worry, I've got an idea that will wake everyone up early." Simon hurried home. He went straight to his blackboard, and what do you think he drew? A cockerel. Early next morning, Simon hurried back to the land of chalk drawings. The cockerel was crowing with all his might, and everyone was awake. The conductor and the train driver were busy, and the teacher was happy. Simon left for school feeling very pleased with himself. Next day, however, Simon met the teacher, looking miserable again. "Everyone's still asleep, Simon. The cockerel crowed so loud for so long, he lost his voice, and now he can't crow at all." Well, Simon was disappointed, but he soon had another idea. "Don't worry, this time my idea for waking them all up just can't fail. You'll see." Earlier than ever next morning, Simon and the teacher ran to the land of chalk drawings. A round shape rose slowly from behind the hills. As it rose higher and higher, the teacher gasped with surprise. It was a giant alarm clock, set for 7:30. And since it was exactly 7:30, the giant alarm went off so loud and so long that no one in the land of chalk drawings could possibly sleep through it. When the alarm ran down, the clock sank slowly out of sight. For by now, the chalk drawing people were all awake and busy. The train was taking all the children to school on time. In fact, everyone was wide awake except for two people, and guess who they were? Simon and the teacher, both fast asleep. They'd had so many early mornings they were tired out and had fallen asleep in the classroom.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over.
One day, when Simon was in the land of chalk drawings with the children, he talked about cars. The children didn't know what cars were because they'd never seen any. They thought it'd be fun to have some. So, Simon went home. Went to his blackboard, took his chalk, and drew lots of cars, all shapes and sizes. The next day, when Simon arrived in the land of chalk drawings, he had a nasty surprise. The land was in a terrible mess. Fences were smashed, trees bent, things crushed, and noisy, smoky cars were speeding everywhere. The train driver was by his engine, miserable. Now the children had cars, he had no passengers to carry. Simon tried to reach him. His friend Henry drove up. "Hello, Simon, this is great. Having a car's super fun." And he drove off, zigzagging all over the road. Then more children drove by, and Simon was lucky to escape. The only safe place was a tree. And there, who should he meet but the teacher, who had also climbed up for safety. The teacher was worried. "Simon, your cars are ruining the land of chalk drawings. It's not safe anymore." Simon had to agree. "You must tell the children to give up driving." The teacher rang his school bell loudly, and the children drove up to hear what the teacher had to say. "Your cars are destroying everything. I want you all to give up driving and go back to travelling the way you used to, by train." But the children wouldn't listen. They thought the train was too slow, and anyway, cars were much more fun. They drove off, more fond of cars than ever. Simon and the teacher were disappointed. And as Simon went home by train, watching the cars drive slowly by, he wondered what to do. He saw a big traffic jam, and he had an idea. Simon went straight to his blackboard, and guess what he drew? He drew lots more cars, more than before. But when he went back to the land of chalk drawings, the strangest sight greeted him. Everywhere was one great solid traffic jam. There were now so many cars, not one had room to move. Children soon got fed up just sitting there. They got out to walk, but the roads were all jammed. The only clear track was the railway, so they all went home by train. Soon Simon would go and rub all the cars off his blackboard, and the children were glad. Cars were all right if only you had one. But when everyone else had one too, then cars were no fun at all. And of course the train driver thoroughly agreed. One day, Simon visited the museum. He was fascinated by the prehistoric animals. When he came home, he went straight to his blackboard and drew a giant dinosaur. That afternoon in the park, Simon met one of the birds from the land of chalk drawings. "Simon, come quick, there's trouble in the land of chalk drawings." Simon followed, and when he arrived in the land of chalk drawings, he gasped with surprise. The land was deserted. No Henry, no teacher, no people at all. Instead, there were broken trees, smashed hedges, and the railway track was all twisted. Then Simon discovered some giant footprints. They must belong to something enormous. And suddenly, he heard a terrifying roar, and there, charging towards him, was the dinosaur he'd drawn. Simon ran, but the dinosaur ran faster. It opened its great mouth, scooped Simon up, and swallowed him. Simon tumbled down into the dinosaur's stomach. He landed on something soft. "Hey, mind out, I've heard of people dropping in, but this is ridiculous." Simon looked round, and who should he find but his friend Henry, the teacher, the engine driver, even the elephant. Henry was frightened. "We've all been swallowed, Simon, and there's no escape." Simon disagreed. "Oh, yes, there is. I've got an idea. If we all take deep breaths and blow, we'll make such a draft, the dinosaur will catch cold. You know what'll happen then." Well, the others didn't know, but Simon always had good ideas, so they all began to blow. They blew, and they blew, and it got so windy that the dinosaur caught cold. And because he had a cold, he sneezed, and everyone inside the dinosaur shot out as though jet-propelled. Simon glared at the dinosaur. "You should be ashamed of yourself, swallowing everyone like that." The dinosaur sniffed sorrowfully. "I'm so big, you see, I have to eat all I can or I'll starve." Simon understood. And then he had another idea. "Stay there. I'll be right back." At home, Simon took his chalk, and round the outside of the dinosaur on his blackboard, he drew a giant egg and coloured it in. Then he rubbed most of it away until only a tiny egg was left. Then Simon hurried back to his chalk drawing friends. He found them gathered round a small egg where the giant dinosaur had been standing. And the egg broke open. And out popped the dinosaur, much smaller than before. The dinosaur was delighted. "Now I can reach the grass, so I won't be hungry. And I shan't have to chase anyone and gobble them up. Oh, it's a much better arrangement." That's good.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over.
Simon had been reading about King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. and he wished he'd lived in those exciting times. So he drew a knight on his blackboard. Soon afterwards, Simon met his friend Henry from the land of chalk drawings. Henry looked worried. "There's strange goings-on in the land of chalk drawings, Simon. You'd better come." So Simon followed Henry, and an amazing sight greeted him. All the chalk drawing people were crowded round a strange figure. It was Simon's knight, and he was addressing the crowd. "So I promise thee, forsooth, I shall slay the fiery dragon and rescue yon maiden in distress." Well, at this, everyone looked around, puzzled. Henry shook his head. "What's he on about, Simon? There's no dragon in the land of chalk drawings, and no maiden in distress either." Well, just then, they heard an engine whistle, and there, chugging along the track, puffing out lots of smoke, was the chalk drawing train. There was a sudden shout from the knight. "Gadzooks, by me halidom and swipe me, if it isn't the dragon breathing fire and smoke. Fear not, my friends, I shall slay him forthwith." And before anyone could explain, the knight charged towards the engine. Oh, my goodness! Simon watched with bated breath as the knight lowered his lance. Faster and faster galloped the knight, and closer came the engine. The two met with an almighty crash that echoed round the land. When the dust cleared, the knight was lying dented beside the track. "Oh!" came a groan from inside the armour. "Oh, by St. George, that's the toughest dragon I've ever met. He's bent me buckler. Oh, oh." Well, the knight was helped onto his horse, and Simon explained what a train was. The knight looked disappointed, but then he brightened up. "'Tis a shame there's no dragon, but I can still rescue maidens in distress." And he galloped off, looking for maidens to rescue. Simon had an idea. "He's such a nice knight, I think we should help him find some maidens in distress." His friends agreed. So all the little girls climbed trees and pretended they couldn't get down. The galloping knight approached, and he was delighted when he saw the first maiden in distress. He helped her down, and then he saw the second maiden, and then the third, and then more and more. Well, before long, the knight was tired out rescuing maidens. He decided he preferred an easier job. So he asked the engine driver. And do you know what job the knight was given? He had to ride in front of the engine and keep the railway track clear. Simon and his chalk drawing friends thought this was a very useful job, and the knight was as happy as could be. "Come along, elephant, out of the way, clear the track." Oh, dear me.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over.
Simon was walking in the park one day when he met his chalk drawing friend Henry. Simon, you've got to come and settle an argument in the land of chalk drawings. Simon agreed to go. As they approached the land of chalk drawings, Simon heard a tremendous noise. He was amazed when he discovered who was making the noise. It was the sun and the cloud who were arguing. Thunder crashed, the lightning flashed, and everyone was alarmed at the trouble the deafening noise was causing. The school was shut because no one could hear the teacher speak. The band couldn't play. The train stopped because the rails were shaking. The knight's armor kept falling off. Well, Simon knew he had to do something quickly. What's the trouble, Cloud? The cloud was furious. I should be raining by rights, Simon, but the sun won't stop shining. Simon turned to the sun. Why won't you let it rain, sun? The sun frowned. Because I would have to disappear, and the land of chalk drawings would get dark. Then Simon had an idea. Then why don't you rain and shine together? Well, the sun didn't like this idea, which surprised Simon, because his ideas usually worked. I would get all wet, wouldn't I? Anyway, who ever heard of rain falling and sun shining without a rainbow? The teacher nodded. The sun's right, Simon. You can't have rain and bright sun without a rainbow. Well, this time, Henry had an idea how to shelter the sun and have a rainbow. The chalk drawing people gathered round and listened as Henry explained it. And they all thought it was a good idea. Smiling happily, Simon and Henry walked over to the moon rocket. The chalk drawing people brought lots of cans of paint and put them aboard the rocket. The rocket with its strange cargo took off, and while Simon steered, Henry leaned out and with a paintbrush he painted the first stripe of a rainbow. Simon steered the rocket up over the sun in a huge arc and then back the same way. Backwards and forwards they flew until the rainbow was completed. Now the sun could shine and the cloud could rain at the same time without the sun getting wet, because the sun could shelter under the most beautiful multicolored rainbow the chalk drawing people had ever seen. The land of chalk drawings became normal again, and the rainbow kept everyone dry. The children went back to school. The band played. The train started again. And the knight's armor stayed on. Simon headed for home. As he reached the park, it suddenly came on to rain, and Simon got soaked. Now, wasn't that a very odd thing to happen?
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over.
Simon's homework was the Pied Piper of Hamelin. He enjoyed reading how the piper charmed the rats and mice, and Simon drew the Pied Piper on his blackboard. Later, Simon met Henry from the land of chalk drawings. "Trouble again, Simon. Mysterious things are happening. We need your help." So Simon went with Henry to the land of chalk drawings. And he had a surprise. There were hardly any chalk drawing people to be seen. The animals and children had all disappeared. And then from the distance, Simon heard the faint sound of music. "Come on, Henry. I must see what's happening." The two hurried off, and soon they could see what was wrong. In the distance, Simon's Pied Piper was skipping and playing his magic flute, and all the children and animals were following. Simon was puzzled. Why is everyone following the Pied Piper? Henry knew the reason. Because the piper was angry when he found there were no rats and mice to charm away, so he's charming the children and animals instead. Simon knew he hadn't much time. The land of chalk drawings was not very big, and the children would soon be led out of it. So Simon called to the soldiers to play their instruments loudly so that the children and animals wouldn't hear the pipe. The soldiers started playing. The soldiers played and played, but they couldn't drown the pipe. But soon, the soldiers themselves dropped their instruments and followed the dancing children. Simon and Henry boarded the train to follow, but the train reached the end of the track, and the piper was still far ahead. Now there were only a few trees before the end of the land of chalk drawings. Simon knew that he had to act at once. "We must think of something quickly, Henry, or they will all have left the land of chalk drawings. What can we do to stop them?" Simon looked round, and he noticed the sun behind a cloud, and he had an idea. "Sun, I need your help. Blow the cloud over the Pied Piper." The sun blew the cloud where Simon wanted it, and down came the rain. Pied Piper didn't want to get wet, so he and the children sheltered under the very last tree in the land. The ducks didn't mind the rain, so they turned and came back. And Simon asked a duck to go and fetch the Pied Piper's magic pipe. And Simon changed the flute into a set of bagpipes. The Pied Piper was upset until Simon promised to draw some mice he could charm away. And the piper was delighted when Simon wrote a solo piece of music for him to play in the soldiers' band on very special occasions.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over.
One day, Simon was walking in the land of chalk drawings when he heard a shout. It was the train driver who had a suggestion to put to him. Simon, I think it would be a good idea if the railway track was longer. Then the children would do more travelling by train. Simon agreed. There were too many cars there anyway. All right, I'll try and provide some more railway lines for you to run on. The engine driver was pleased, and Simon went home, very thoughtful. Now, how can I provide more track without having to do all that drawing myself? Simon suddenly had an idea. He went straight to his blackboard and started drawing. Next day, Simon was walking by the fence when he met the train driver. To Simon's surprise, the train driver, without saying anything, grabbed Simon's hand and hauled him off to the land of chalk drawings. When Simon arrived, he saw immediately what the trouble was. There were railway lines everywhere, all over the land of chalk drawings. The lines went in every direction, round and round. Up and down the trees, and the school wall, even over the elephant who'd been asleep. Simon was amazed. I drew a robot to draw the railway lines for me, and I drew a special control box as well. Whatever's gone wrong? The driver shrugged. We'd better investigate then, hadn't we? So the driver and Simon started searching for the robot. They soon found him. He was kneeling, quite still, at the end of a railway line with a piece of chalk. Suddenly, the robot jumped in the air, drew some more tracks, then stopped still again. Then he jumped again, drew some more, and stopped again. Simon looked round anxiously. We'd better find that control box, or the whole land will be covered in railway lines. Everyone helped search. The birds flew off. The dogs sniffed the trail. The children went by train, but ended up on a track that just went round and round and round and round. At last, a bird flew back to Simon. I found the control box. Follow me, everyone. Everyone followed. The bird led them to the duck pond. And there, on the bank, was the control box. And what do you think was happening to it? The ducks were using it as a springboard to dive into the pond. And every time a duck stepped on a control button, the robot drew some more railway lines. Simon rubbed out the control box and promised the ducks a proper springboard. The robot was pleased because now he could be like everyone else. Simon wasn't so pleased. He had to rub out all the railway lines that his robot had drawn. Simon had been in bed with measles On his first day up, he was drawing on his blackboard when the boy next door came in.
Hello, Simon. You're up, I see. What's it like having measles? I haven't had it.
Well, Simon, still weak, didn't feel like talking, so he answered by drawing spots all over the blackboard. The boy realized that measles meant being covered in spots. A few days later, Simon met Henry in the land of chalk drawings. Henry didn't look his usual happy self. "I'm covered in spots, Simon, and I'm not the only one. Just look." Simon looked around and gasped with astonishment. Everyone in the land was covered with spots. The elephant was spotted, and the dog, and the cat. There were spotted birds, a spotted train, a spotted dinosaur, a spotted knight and his horse, even the flowers were spotted. Simon was very concerned. "Oh dear, you all look so ill. I must rub those spots out." And Simon took his duster and rubbed out all the ugly spots. When Simon had finished, he called his friends round him. "We'd better find out what caused all these spots before it happens again." They started to search. As they walked past a tree laden with fruit, they had a surprise. The fruit wasn't fruit after all. They were spots, and they suddenly swooped from the tree and flew in formation along all the chalk drawing people, leaving them spotty again. Simon was furious. He and his friends chased after the flying measles with nets. They couldn't manage to catch even one. Then Simon had an idea. "If we can get the spots on board the moon rocket, we could fly up and throw them into outer space. They wouldn't be a nuisance there." Simon and his friends brought out the rocket from its underground base. It was now the only thing left in the land of chalk drawings not covered with spots. Simon and Henry got on board and waited, and sure enough, the flying measles approached and swarmed over the rocket. Simon took off at once, and the rocket zoomed up towards the moon, taking all the spots with it. Up and up went the rocket until it finally reached the moon. And then, suddenly, Simon and Henry switched the controls, and the rocket turned round the moon so sharply that all the spots were flung into space. Simon and Henry brought the rocket down to land, very pleased with themselves. When they got out, they looked back to where they'd been. To their surprise, around the moon was a cluster of twinkling new stars. The ugly measles spots had become beautiful after all.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over.
Simon was with his friend Henry in the land of chalk drawings
when they met the teacher, who looked excited. "Simon, the children have come up with an idea. They want a flag day so that everyone can have flags. I think it might be fun." Simon agreed. "Right, I'll draw lots of coloured flags, enough for everyone." The sergeant of the band overheard this, and he made another suggestion. "Why not have flags for each group and put different designs on instead of just colours?" Simon liked this idea even more. He went home excited at the prospect of a chalk drawing land flag day. That evening, Simon drew lots of flags on his blackboard with different designs on. He drew bananas for the elephant, a water design for the ducks, eggs for the birds, a bone for the dog, fish for the cat, flag after flag, until he'd drawn one for everyone. Next day, Simon met a worried-looking Henry. "Simon, the flag day's all gone wrong. Come and see." So Simon went with Henry to the land of chalk drawings to see what Henry meant. Instead of everyone enjoying themselves and marching happily in a procession, the chalk drawing people were all quarrelling. The elephant was protesting that his flag should be in front of the duck's flag. The ducks disagreed. The sun wasn't having his flag hidden by the cloud's flag, and the cloud wasn't having his behind the sun's. The birds wanted their flag in front of the children's. And these two fought like cat and dog. The band marched everywhere with their flag, playing their loudest so as to be heard over the noise. The train rushed around on the track with its flag, not stopping for any passengers. It was all such chaos that Simon was horrified. He turned to Henry. "I think we'd better get all those flags back if they're going to quarrel over them. Let's wait until everyone's gone to bed." The quarrelling continued all day. They even went to bed, still arguing. When the land was finally quiet, Simon and Henry crept out and collected all the flags. Henry was disappointed. "It seems a shame to destroy these lovely flags, Simon." And then Simon had an idea. He laid all the flags down on the ground in one big oblong shape, and then drew a line round them. Now Simon had one huge flag made up of all the smaller flags. Then Simon drew a flagpole, and he and Henry raised the flag, ready for the chalk drawing people to see in the morning. Now they would have a flag for Flag Day, which would belong to all of them, and there would be no more quarrelling.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures
day, Simon went to see his friends in the land of chalk drawings. And he found them all training, ready for sports day. He watched the elephant practicing the shot put. Then Simon saw the ducks preparing for the high diving competition. The soldiers marched past, practicing for the walking race. Next, Simon watched the dinosaur, the dog, and some children practicing for the high jump. Then Simon saw the other children training for the running race. Henry was watching them too. Simon had an idea. Henry, I've decided to enter for the running race myself. It's the only event I'm any good at. Henry looked at Simon. Then you'd better get some training in, Simon, because I've entered for that race myself. Simon said nothing, but he walked away worried. Henry was taller than he was, and almost certainly faster. Simon knew he would have to train hard. Next morning, Simon got up very early and prepared for a training run. Simon had not gone very far when he met the dog on the fence. Hello, Simon. You're up early. Why are you running like that? Have you missed your bus? Simon glared at the dog. No, silly. I'm training for the running race. Then I'll train with you. And the dog ran along the fence, making Simon run faster than ever. Fortunately for Simon, the fence came to an end. The dog had to stop, and Simon slowed down gratefully. But a few seconds later, Simon met the cat, who saw at once what Simon was doing. The cat called out, "Good idea, Simon. I'll have a practice run with you." The cat ran beside him, and again, Simon had to run very hard to keep up. Well, just as Simon was becoming exhausted, the fence ended again, and the cat came to a halt. Simon slowed down to a walk, panting for breath. And then, to Simon's dismay, he met 3 of the children. They greeted him happily. "Well done, Simon. We'll help you train for the race. Come on, keep up with us." Simon broke into a run, but he was now so tired he could hardly put one foot in front of the other. A few minutes more and Simon gave up his training and staggered back home. Next day was sports day. The running race was about to begin. All the runners lined up. The teacher held up the gun. Ready, steady. And the runners raced away from the start. At least, all the runners except one. For there, on the ground, was a figure. You can guess who it was. It was Simon, fast asleep from exhaustion.
Just
Simon's 2 cousins had come to stay with him. The 2 girls were both pop music fans. They pestered Simon to draw a pop singer. So Simon went to his blackboard and drew what they wanted. Later that day, Simon was near the fence when he met the sergeant of the chalk drawing land band. He was very angry. "It's impossible to play band music anymore, Simon. We need help." Simon went to the land of chalk drawings. And he couldn't believe his eyes. All the children were leaping madly up and down in time to pop music coming from a large speaker. The teacher looked annoyed. "All the children are playing truant today, Simon. They prefer to dance." The flowers were upset. "Do something, for goodness sake. We're all being flattened." Simon decided to help. He followed the lead from the box until he came to the end of it. It was plugged into an electric guitar. Playing the guitar was Simon's pop singer. He was singing at the top of his voice. "Peace for the people!" He broke off when he saw Simon. "I'm singing a message of peace to the people of this land, Simon." Simon blinked. "But it was peaceful before." The pop singer shrugged. "It's not now." Well, Simon had to agree. "No, that's because you're singing so loudly." The pop singer strummed his guitar. "But if I don't sing loudly, no one will hear me, right?" And he started another song. "What we want, what we gonna get?" The din was louder than ever. "What we want is peace, Lord." It was so loud, even the sun couldn't stand it. He hid behind the cloud. The cloud began to get angry because there was nowhere he could hide. The cloud became angrier and angrier. Finally, he could stand the din no longer, and for the first time in his life, he lost his temper and sent down a bolt of lightning. The lightning struck the huge speaker, which exploded in a puff of smoke. The change was like magic. With no more deafening music, the children had nothing to dance to. They went back to school, which pleased the teacher. It pleased the flowers, too, because they wouldn't be trodden on anymore. The band started to play. The sun came out again, and everything was back to normal. The pop singer tried to sing, but now no one could hear him. Simon went home feeling sorry for him, and he had an idea. He drew a smaller speaker so that when it rained during school playtime, the pop singer could sing and play to the children. And the cloud, who was feeling guilty at destroying the big speaker, made sure it rained at least once a week.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you.
Simon met his friend, Henry, from the land of chalk drawings. Henry looked excited. "Have you been drawing stars or planets lately, Simon?" Simon shook his head. Henry beckoned him. "Then you better come with me. Come on." When Simon arrived in the land of chalk drawings, he found everyone looking up at the sky, past the sun, at a bright, twinkling star. Simon was intrigued. "I think we should investigate." So Simon and Henry boarded the space rocket and headed for the mysterious star. Up, up they went, and up again. Soon they could see the twinkling was coming from the center of a strange planet which looked a bit like a fingerprint. They landed near to the twinkling light and got out. The planet seemed flat and deserted, apart from one small, odd-looking figure. Simon suddenly recognized the figure. "It's the detective I drew to find the tusk the elephant lost. We found it ourselves, and the detective never arrived in the land of chalk drawings. I'd forgotten all about him." The detective approached. "I am glad to see you. I expect you saw the twinkling caused by my magnifying glass." They walked back to the rocket. At least to where the rocket had been. It had completely vanished. The detective examined the ground. Simon, puzzled, turned to Henry. But Henry had vanished. Simon called to the detective. But now he'd vanished too. Only his magnifying glass was left on the ground. Simon picked it up. There was a fingerprint on the glass. The fingerprint dropped to the ground and spoke to him. "Follow me, Simon, if you please." Simon followed. It led him to the rocket and Henry and the detective, all surrounded by hundreds of angry fingerprints. The chief fingerprint addressed Simon. "We have to steal things, Simon. It's all we can do. We're so bored up here. Fingerprints are supposed to be on things, not just drifting about at a loose end." Simon sympathized. "Look, if I draw things for you to be on, can we have our rocket back?" The fingerprints agreed. So Simon drew trees and stalks all over the planet. When he'd finished, the fingerprints covered everything, and the planet looked like a fingerprint garden. The detective was delighted. "Now I shall stay on the planet so I can inspect the fingerprints every so often to make sure none are missing." Simon and Henry boarded the rocket, waving as they left. "We'll come and visit you soon." As they headed back to the land of chalk drawings, they could see the planet twinkling happily as the detective with his glass started his inspection.